A look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. It's the Philadelphia Eagles.
Where else would you rather be than right now?
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go in the rain here in Western New York. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense are heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And certainly deserving of that MVP award. Just a year ago, 28 touchdown passes, but it was just 6 interceptions, and that's really improvement has come. We've all seen the size, the speed, the big arm, Mike, since he's come into the league. But now that the negative plays are going down, really the next step for him, really the only thing left on that resume is to go out and try to get that Lombardi trophy.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
And his run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
Push his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Take the handoff, and now it's Allen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That is caught. Hooks gets the grass. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pick.
That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
Jordan Davis. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run the draw with Cook. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12 then. First down, Buffalo.
1st and 10.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Allen, gonna give it to Cook. And he is not gonna get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there.
On the coverage.
And now it's 4th down. The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal.
A 32-yard
This
attempt.
just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Matt Prater
3 points.
set to-
We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
To number 88, Dallas Goedert. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
Barkley. A gain of 3 yards. That's good for the Eagles. 1st down. A gain of 3 on the play. And an Eagle 1st down.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Forced to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. Can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
6-yard line. yard pickup. And it's third down.
He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that third down play call going, and now after going backwards, it's going to bring up fourth down.
On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles.
25-yard
This about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And Eagles will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Bills offense ready to possess the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Play fake. Here's Allen. To the left side. It's caught by Shakir. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
14 yards.
Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
First and 10 at the 47.
Nice job there getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
On first and 10, it's Cook. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 48-yard line, here's second and 9. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. A tough spot here. Third and long. That's Palmer, the man in motion. To the air. On third down, here's Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on fourth down.
Is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Eagles offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Play action. Here's Hurts. A ball deep for the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown, and he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up third down and 9.
Third down and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball to tie his point, but come down with the pick.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Bills' offense ready to see what they can do. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Here's a handoff to Cook. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 38 now, here's second and 7. Now a design run. It's Allen. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On third down, it's Josh Allen. Moving to, and he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
It's fourth down.
So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. All even, 3 apiece the score. More after this. You're watching the NFL. Right here on EA Sports. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie Mitch Wishnowsky to punt. Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. Here's Hurts. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
Nice play there by the defender, able to get his hand up on that ball and break up the pass. And frankly, if he's able to come down with that catch, he'd be playing offense.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's to the left side, taken in by Smith. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First down. First and 10.
Really well executed counter run there, Mike. And what you're trying to do anytime on these misdirection schemes is you're trying to get these linebackers that might play at a 4.5 speed to maybe play at a 4.7 speed. The hesitation, not understanding exactly where the ball is going to end up, gives you an advantage offensively, just like we saw here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 4. Once again, it's Barkley. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
A gain of 6. That's another Eagles first down. It's a gain
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Terran Johnson brought him down. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 15-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run here with Barkley. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Now Hurts going to call his own number. Oh, tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
First down.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get, the offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
One more time, they try Barkley. And they'll stop him. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
3rd and goal for Hurts. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach fourth down by what they call on third down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on fourth. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on fourth down is leaning towards settling for 3.
On fourth down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 6-3 lead. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Johnson now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. Ground. It's Cook to start this drive. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Once again, it's Cook. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
On third down, it's Allen. Catch is made there on the left side by Cook. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for. And take. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Now Hurts. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
It's a gain of 23
They'll pick up 23 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself, and he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Hurts. That's over the middle. Complete to Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
15 yards.
Hurts and Brown connect. And it's a first down for Philly.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he'll work this down inside the 35. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle.
At the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
A gain of 23 yards. That's another Eagles first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And an Eagle first down.
22. Do not give it a 22.
Running from the pistol with Barkley. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Christian Benford on the stop. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Good blocking, and he's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles move out in front, 13-3.
Bills 3.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense headed back to take over once more. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. Start on the ground with Crow. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Zach Barnes, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic first down.
Not even a play?
A carry for Cook. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Room to run at the 35. And he'll be taken down.
It's a gain of 18.
They get 18 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
1st and 10 at
The goal of every
32-yard
offense,
line.
Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
The
11.
key to great
At the
defensive
Eagles'
line play is the
33-yard
get-off.
line.
When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Now a timeout,
Leads to
Buffalo.
3rd and 11.
They're 2nd. As it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Third and 11. From the gun, Josh Allen. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On first down, it's Allen. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Bills 10.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild second half to come. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Bigsby to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Matt Milano. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down, 3 to go. Operating from the gun, here's his 2nd grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up
a
3rd down.
and 10 yards.
Yeah, so it seemed the second they broke the huddle, Mike, that there was some confusion. I'm not sure everybody got on the same page before that ball was snapped.
On third down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to be fourth down.
That's just a brutal miss, especially on third down. I mean, if he delivers a good ball, Mike, that's a completion, first down, and this drive is alive. And I think he just tried to be a little too perfect, and he overshoots his target, and he's not there in time to reel it in.
Fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Bills offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Allen gonna give it to Cook. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, here is Allen. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Cook. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Allen gonna throw. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass.
Brings up 3rd down.
And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one complete to Palmer. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Buffalo.
That's good for a Bills first down.
Bit of a risky decision there to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, but that's why it's so important that these guys can be active as runners after the catch. It's become a big part of NFL football, and a great example why here.
They run on the jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Allen. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball, and now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he have?
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the...
at their own
The
30-yard
Eagles
line.
offense ready to take over possession of the football. On play action, Hurts in trouble, and down he goes. T.J. Sanders in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
Second down.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9. Here's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step 1. I promise you step 2 on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back to work. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Cook gets it out of the pistol. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. To the air is Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
First down.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind him, and that's the landmark of the screenplay. Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there, stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius. Unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
Here's a 3rd and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Fair catch. Signaled for
The Eagles offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field.
At their own 17-yard line.
On first down, it's Hurts. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 22-yard line.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
Yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Looks like a design run. Hurts has it. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Eagles will extend this third quarter lead.
Bills 10.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense back onto the field for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. 1st and 10, and it's Allen. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
The coverage by Nakobe Dean.
Run with Cook. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run the draw with Cook. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Buffalo.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Traditionally in 1st and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
He connects with Palmer on that one. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The 4th quarter begins with a run by Cook. And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now it's 2nd and 1. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. Here's Cook. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Gain of a yard. That's good for a Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Here's the first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Gain of 4 yards. That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Slot man in motion left. Here's Cook. And he will score! Game's on! James Cook, touchdown Buffalo! Prater on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Bigsby to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. A pistol snap, back to Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
I think the coverage deserves a majority of the credit for that one, Mike. I mean, up front, really nice job by the offensive line. The pass rush was completely stonewalled. Skill players had all the time in the world to get open, and they were just blanketed.
To throw on second down is Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Eagles.
The biggest element on a lot of these explosive runs, Mike, is can the running back make the first guy miss? That's exactly what he was able to do here, and it led to a big game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Once again, it's Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
Eagles, first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Open man is Smith. He's got him. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A gain of a yard brings up third and 10.
Hurts. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given, but it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
Elliott on for the field goal, a 46-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. A design run here for Allen. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Bills 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown. You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Allen now on 2nd down. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. To the air on 3rd down, here's Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time. And I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and getting the ball on time, that's what leads to success, and that's what we saw here.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
And this is what happens when your offensive line and your back are in sync and on the same page. Great job by the O-line distorting the defense at the point of attack, and then the running back understanding where that hole is, hitting it full speed, brings up a fresh set of downs. Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
To the air on 2nd down, here's Allen. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open, the ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
Allen to throw on 3rd and long. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the 1st down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be fourth down.
I think that's one he's going to look at on film tomorrow and want back. I mean, there was enough space there to get the first down. I know the ball takes him a little bit out of bounds, but he's got to get your first foot down, drag the second. That's how they teach it. Just can't quite get it done.
Bills 20.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Bigsby to return it. Oh! And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. He's got a tight end, Calcaterra, to the left. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
At the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. A run with Barkley. Up the sideline, past midfield. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. Space to run inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground.
There's so many elements of this play, Mike, that are just so impressive. Not only the ability to break tackles and make guys miss, but then the speed to say, okay, I can make guys miss, but I can also take it to the house. I mean, there's just not a lot of backs in the league that have that combination skill set, and fortunate for them, they've got one here, and he makes a big play here for a touchdown.
Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Bills 20.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. Throw on 1st and 10. He's looking deep for Shakir. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The 30-yard line.
Well, they pretty much need a touchdown on this possession, and I think if I'm the defensive coordinator, the fine line you have to find, Mike, is I know I don't want to give up a deep shot, but I also don't want to just play prevent defense and give up too much underneath. So just continue to find that balance, make them go the long way, and just bleed this clock.
Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, Buffalo.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the 4th quarter.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. Hook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing new.
On the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Eagles. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles are going to extend their lead.
37, Bills 20.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. To return, here's Ray Davis. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Their own 31-yard
So
line.
Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Now Allen on first down to the middle of the field. Caught by Shakir. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Yards.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. Their second. Buck shows 50 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. First down, Allen. His pass right side, taken in by Cooks. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. The clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game. Second and a yard. Throwing again is Allen. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
This is going to be a touchdown. It's too little, too late. Let's do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Makes the score Eagles 37, Bills 27.
Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
To a knee, and that will wrap this one up. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.